Imagine being in pursuit of something that seems unattainable, something you desire with all your might. Perhaps it's a professional goal, a personal life change, or even mastering a skill that seems distant. Have you ever felt like this, as if the finish line is always out of reach? In this video, you will discover how you can achieve anything you want. Today, the ancient ninja, with his wisdom accumulated through the ages, will guide us through a story that not only brings an answer, but a powerful lesson that will transform the way you approach your goals. Stay with us until the end, because today's teaching might be what you need to finally take the next step toward what you so deeply desire. On a cold, misty morning, deep within a bamboo forest, the ancient ninja walked calmly. Beside a small stream, he paused, sat on a moss-covered rock, and called his pupil, Takashi, a young man eager for knowledge. Takashi, with his eyes shining with expectation, asked the master, "Master, how can I achieve true mastery on my journey?" The ancient looked toward the horizon, where the mountains stood tall, and smiled calmly. 10 years, he said without hesitation. Takashi's heart beat with determination, but something unsettled him. "Master," Takashi insisted, "what if I push harder than anyone else, if I train day and night, without rest, without distractions? How long would it take to reach my goal?" The ancient ninja remained silent for a few moments, observing the calm flow of the water. He turned to Takashi and replied, 20 years. The young man, confused, frowned. How could this be? He thought intense dedication would bring him faster to his destination. Yet, the ancient didn't seem inclined to offer more explanations. Confusion gripped Takashi, but he continued to question, hoping for an answer that made sense. "Master," Takashi continued, his voice filled with frustration, "what if I abandon everything and devote every second of my life to my practice? How long would it take to reach my goal then?" The ancient ninja looked at the young pupil with a serene yet firm gaze and, with a slow nod, replied, 30 years. Takashi, now completely perplexed, couldn't hide his disappointment. "I don't understand," he said. "The more I promise to work hard, the further away my goal seems. Why?" With a slight smile on his face, the ancient ninja finally turned fully to Takashi, his eyes glowing with the wisdom of many lifetimes. "When you focus only on the destination," he said calmly, "you neglect the path you need to walk to get there. One eye fixed on the goal means you have only one eye on your journey, and without seeing the path clearly, you will stumble." Takashi felt the weight of those words, as if a door had opened in his mind, revealing a deep truth. The ancient ninja then stood up, inviting Takashi to follow him to the base of an ancient tree whose branches stretched out like protective arms. "Imagine," said the master, "that you are climbing this tree, searching for the sweetest fruit at the top. If you spend all your time looking at the fruit, thinking about how delicious it will be, what will happen?" Takashi, thoughtful, replied, "I would probably lose my balance and fall." The master nodded. "Exactly. Instead, focus on each step, each branch, each movement you make. Feel the tree, the wind, the moment. The reward is not just at the top, but in every secure step you take along the way." Takashi looked up at the high branches of the tree and began to understand. The path to the top wasn't just a series of mechanical movements, but a learning process of being present in each moment. The ancient ninja placed his hand on Takashi's shoulder and said, "This is our story. This is how we live, step by step, learning from each mistake, celebrating every small advance without losing sight of the now." Takashi felt a new clarity, realizing that patience and attention to the present were as important as determination. The wind blew softly, and the leaves of the tree whispered their ancient secrets. The ancient ninja then sat down again, watching the flow of the river, and began to recount stories of his past missions, not about the victories he achieved, but about the moments when he learned the greatest lessons. That the final destination is not what defines a journey. If you focus only on the final reward, you may miss the treasures the process offers, he said. The true value lies not in the destination, but in the journey. Takashi, now calmer and more introspective, understood that the true goal was not to achieve Zen or mastery quickly, but to allow the learning to bloom with each step. The ancient ninja concluded, "No matter how hard you try, time has its own way of unfolding. Rushing time is like trying to push the river. Just let it flow, and you will realize that, in the end, you will be exactly where you need to be, at the right time." And so Takashi began to see his journey differently, realizing that the present was the true treasure. For us, living in a fast-paced world, always chasing the next goal, the lesson from the ancient ninja reminds us of something essential. Success is not just about what you achieve, but who you become along the way. And for you who watch and listen to us, know that you too are part of this path. Join us in the next lesson, and together, we will continue to uncover the secrets of wisdom. If this message resonated with you, like and share it with those who need a new perspective.